All right, YouTube. Thank you for those that are tuned in right now. I just want to say Happy New Year and welcome back to Case Technologies. I've been gone for almost 3 years now. And I'm back. I want to get back into doing this, doing regular appearances, doing lives, doing just new videos, new tech, catching everyone up on what's going on in the world, what's going on with me, what I've been seeing in the tech world as well. And I want to hear from some of you all too. So make sure that you comment on these new videos that I make. I'm trying to go ahead and push the subscriber level to 1,000 and make this thing serious. Before it was just a hobby. And now I want to actually put some serious time into it. And that's what I'll be trying to do this upcoming year. Like I said, bringing new ideas, talking about the layoffs, talking about the tech changes, all the things that have grown in the tech world in the last couple of years, what I've been seeing, and just to reconnect with YouTube again. This was a really good outlet for me. It's a really good way for me to get some things off and learn in a controlled and beautiful environment where I got to dictate what the next technology was. Whereas when I work day to day in my development role, I don't really get to pick what I want to do. But here I get to pick what I want to do, and I get to emphasize my strong points and also build and work on my weak points. I also get to interact with you all out there in YouTube land and see what things are bothering you and where I can help you at. And I get to also be an enthusiast when it comes to things like Kodi and streaming and Plex servers and all the neat things of the world. And I'll also be trying to do some more videos with hardware because I love to build my own PCs. I love Raspberry Pis, and I just love all things tech. So just give me a sec. I want to go ahead and transition and pull up some things about jobs and where we are in those state of affairs, what articles I'm seeing people say about tech, and what compensation looks like these days, what the hot certifications are right now, just to give a reintroduction of who I am and what this channel is about. All right, bear with me for a little while. All right, and I'm back. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on out here. And if you know me and you've been listening to me for a while, I work it from the top to the bottom, from the entry level roles all the way to the very, very top. So let's jump right on in. The help desk roles across the country, which are the entry level roles, the things I love most is they're paying right now, right? And if you're on the East Coast and in the DMV area and Woodbridge, Virginia, they have roles paying $65,000, $75,000, and they have benefits. That's a good sign. Let's see about this remote position as well. The remote position is paying decently at 55 to 65K. We'll take a look at that. And here's another hybrid role where you can go in and work remotely too. That makes 65 to 85. And I'm just going to zoom through these real quickly. And then I'm looking at a systems role and then a development role as well. So starting with the first one, this is off Prince William Park right here, Virginia. And then it talks about the benefits right here. It has a 401k package, your health, pay time off, all the particulars, and the basics to go ahead and get the job done. Now let's talk about the meat and potatoes of the real stuff, where the requirements are for you to actually get hired and what you'll be doing day to day. Primary duties include Active Directory, some networks, system maintenance, TCP/IP, some security, some hardware stuff. Very generic and all over the place. It might seem heavy. Most of the time, you will not do or perform all the duties that are set out in the job description. What they're mainly going to want, I can see right away, is they're going to mainly want Active Directory. You're going to have to be able to do user accounts and management, and that'll probably primarily be the bulk of your position, right? What they'll also be looking for is some type of education, a bachelor's degree, and some type of A+ or MCP. I seldomly see A+ certification as a requirement. I think that a Security Plus would suffice. If you've been following me for a while, that's what I really recommend. And again, the range is 65 to 75K. And they would like to have 5 years of experience in this role, and it's standard Monday through Friday work. So this right here will be a great job to start out at if you can get a Security Plus certification, or if you're just coming out of college and you don't have any prospects. This is a great place to begin. Another position with Level Data, they're paying 55 to 65K. And their ideal candidate would be someone who has customer service. So you're going to be doing some phone stuff, self-directed. You can work on your own. You can solve some problems. But most of the stuff you should be able to resolve on Google or something like that. And a lot of these help desk roles, you should be able to search them if you're pretty good with that. And then you would need experience with Zoho or Zendesk. Strong, positive, professional attitude, ability to use and maintain troubleshoot software products. So this is very generic. This seems like something that would really be good for someone who's looking for an entry-level position, because they don't emphasize years of experience. And you're right neck and neck with that last position that was paying 65 to 75K for 5 years of experience. And then if we go to the next one, the help desk specialist level 2 position, you'll be able to see here. This job is a dual threat here, right? You get to work a little bit from home and you get to work in person. So if you have other obligations like family, school, if you're commuting too far from the DC area, you can get a little bit of rest, or rest assured that you don't have to always go into the office. And this one right here has responsibilities to provide some computer support. You're going to work with COTS products, which are commercial off-the-shelf products, and GOTS products, which are government off-the-shelf products. And then they're going to require active DoD top secret clearance. So this one will have a little bit more hang-ups in hard requirements. Clearances are sometimes hard to come by. So it'll be hard to actually just transition right into that position. But it has a standard 401k matching, tuition reimbursement, your 8-hour shifts, and an associate's degree is required. But a lot of times I've seen it where they will lax those type of requirements as far as education, skills, if you do have the top secret clearance. And like I say, it's hybrid. It's not saying if it's a 2x3 or what the hybrid schedule will look like, if it's 2 days at home, 3 days on site, or anything like that. But that's what that looks like. So let's go back and let's start looking at other jobs, positions in the tech field. Like if you have some cloud experience or AWS certifications like solutions architect experience or the certification. Let's see what that looks like across the country. And we're going to go, and I'm going to change it to date. And right out the gate, we see that the salaries get pretty interesting right away. We see that we have a systems architect, which is a SME. So this is not an entry-level position. This is a subject matter expert. That's what that acronym stands for as far as SME goes. And you will see right here that they're paying $144,000 to $260,000, and this is a DC, Maryland, Virginia located position. It's full time. More likely, it's going to be on site, paid time off, flexible schedule, leave. Did I just see what I think I said? Yeah, parental leave as well. So for those of you who are looking to have families, you have a flexible schedule, paid time off, parental leave, and it's with Leidos. However, they are requiring a master's, 15 to 20 years of prior relevant experience, or 13 to 16 years with a doctorate. So you have to be a heavy hitter. You have to have the AWS certification, master's in a technical domain, be familiar with Microsoft and Cisco certifications and or products. So this is a pretty good job. And it says right here it has a badge for paying in the top 20% of this field. So this is a really good position or cert if you were ever looking for that. And let's find one more AWS or DevOps related position. This is on the West Coast, and let's do that one. Cloud support engineer in Seattle by XDeuce. This is an 8-hour shift. This is a hybrid role as well. So and this right here, it defines what that other position didn't, that I was looking for, is how many days are on site, how many days are going to be remote. This one is a hybrid role where you have 2 to 3 days on site, and it's in Seattle. And I've worked in Seattle before, and I'm familiar with that landscape. That's a great schedule right there, because you only had to commute in that treacherous weather and traffic only 2 to 3 days a week. So that's actually a good deal. And it's paying $92 to $104 an hour. That's roughly 170 to 190K, give or take, if it's W-2 hourly or if it's a straight 1099 hourly. They're looking for 3 years of AWS support, 5 years of information technology experience, which is really generic there. And then they have weekly pay, which is awesome. So you get paid weekly. I guess it's a 52-week pay schedule or pay cycle, which is frankly unheard of these days. But that is good. And they're looking for Azure experience, AWS, Terraform, GitHub, Snowflake, and MongoDB. So you're going to need the 2 cloud platforms. You're going to need some type of infrastructure as code experience. And you're going to need some type of repository experience for your code base. And then you're going to need some type of long-term storage like Snowflake experience and databases, or a document database like MongoDB experience, which is all good here. And that's what that position entails. So let's look at some developers positions we have right here. And I wanted to start with the positive things like the jobs before I start talking about layoffs. And I don't want to start the year off being a downer and saying, oh, hey, it's a cloudy market right now. But let's be positive and see what we have here. All right. So I always like to see what the compensation is for positions, just to get a feel for where you could be, set the expectations early, so as you do get in a situation where you get the interview, you'll know what to ask for. So this is a Windows Mobile. I don't like the search idea. I want to go technology specific. Let's go with JavaScript, right? That'll give us a specific position for us to look at and say, this is the technology I know, which is script developer, and it's very specific. We already know it's a software engineer, a software developer. However, the emphasis is on JavaScript. So let's do the date. We want the date most recent. They have a senior full stack engineer, and we want to take a regular position so we can see that. That's kind of a heavy. Let's do a regular software engineer's position. So we have two right here, right out the gate. One is in San Jose, California, making 124 to 234. Now I know you're probably thinking that's a broad range. Like, Sherman, how do I say I'm going to make 124 or 234 as a senior, right? I think the job is just looking for a full stack engineer. If they so happen to fall on a senior engineer, they're going to get on the upper bound side of it from the 200 to 234 range. However, if they get someone more junior or just out of college, they're going to be paying them on the lower end in that 124 range. And it's just a filler, right? They're saying with this job title, we would prefer to have a senior, and the position is for Adobe, which is a big time player, right? So they probably have other benefits or RSUs involved in their pay compensation. So you just want to keep that in mind as well. Don't let these things discourage you. And let me zoom in there for my folks that are on mobile phones. And now we can go in and look at, okay, what are they looking for? You want you to be able to build a CI/CD, so configuration, management, and deployment is what they're looking for. Someone who can use different tools that can actually help them deploy their code. They want you to be able to use React UI, CSS, and TypeScript. They also want you to have backend technologies such as Node.js, Flask, and so on. And they also want you to have a familiarity with Python. So it's not just a solely JavaScript. Just because you know JavaScript doesn't mean that'll be all you ever work on. You will be, working on other technologies, right? You're not going to be pigeonholed to just one technology. They also have AWS, EC2, S3, and RDS. And that's pretty much it. Experience building CI/CD pipelines, backend technologies such as Node.js, Flask, CSS, TypeScript. It's very generic, which is good. But if you have 5+ years of work experience, they would love you, and you're more than likely going to get the job like that. So that's that position. And this other position is fully remote. So keep that in mind. You don't have to go in the office at all. And they are paying, I don't know what they're paying. When I clicked on it, it was saying something pretty standard. It was saying, let me see. 109 to 138, I think that was. Let me back up. So, yeah, Anonymity Labs, which I think is a terrible name, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so they're paying 109 to 138, and their job requirement is it's remote, completely remote. So if you want to do an overemployed situation where you wouldn't have a second job and work remotely that way, you could do that as well without concerns. They're looking for 1 year of experience with software development, Swift, Rust, JavaScript. And it looks like they're willing to allow you to learn on a job a little bit, because 1 year of experience is not much. It's kind of basic. And I can't expect to have someone who's only been working for a year to do a lot, right? So that's just a soft overview of what jobs are out there, just to keep you motivated and positive. And now we're going to transition over here onto TechCrunch and take a look at what they're talking about right now as far as layoffs go in the tech space. So from major layoffs at Google, Amazon, and Microsoft to small financial tech or fintech startups and apps. So in January, 89,000 employees were laid off. February, 40,000 employees were laid off. In March, and so on and so forth. But it did taper off, if you can tell here, to below 10,000 employees per month, which is a good sign. The trend settled and went away. So there might have been some type of financial instability at the top of last year, with some changes coming and some right sizing. And we know that OpenAI and things like that, and artificial intelligence has taken off, so it could be directly correlated to that. That's what people are assuming right now at this moment. However, it'll take a little time for us to truly know what the impacts are, or if they'll really be able to replace certain tech positions with artificial intelligence. But that's what we suspect in this moment. And then they have the companies here: Pixar, Audible, the big players, Discord, things like that. But let's look at the end of the year. Let's see who were late to the actual party. If they have December, that's what we will look at. Oh, they had January there, so I'll look at January 2020. All right, so it was reversed. I jumped past it. So we have Share Chat, Insight, Tech. We have Enphase, ARMS, eBay, Intel. Those are big names. Bolt, the cruise stuff. I'm sorry about that. Let me get here. Back. Let me get back. All right. At Cruise, Etsy, Chipper Cash, Zully. So not too many of the huge companies like Apple or Amazon or anything like that. So that's a good sign. Or even Google. They probably have minor layoffs, if any. All right, and then we have another article here from Wired that you can also check out as well. And then they're saying no, the great tech layoffs aren't happening again like they were in 2023. So they expect 2024 to be promising. And they got rid of people at Google for their Google Voice Assistant, Pixel phone, and Fitbit watches, and Nest thermostats. And we can also track this at layoffs.fyi. So that's a new site there. Look at the layoffs charts here. Employees laid off. And this is tracking all the way back to January of 2022. And we can see, here we can see Q1 of 2020 all the way to Q1 of 2024. So we can track layoffs here. In Q1 2023, we see 167,000. So that's Levels FYI is reporting a totally different number than the TechCrunch of 89,000 layoffs. So we just have to keep those things in mind. But that pretty much wraps up this live video. I'm going to be bringing a lot more videos in the top of this year. Hopefully another week or two. I'm going to start getting more consistent. I like to do something every week. I appreciate you all for tuning in and supporting this channel. Without you, I wouldn't have a channel. So I just want to say thanks again. And Happy New Year, even though it's late. And I just want to say I'm back in 2024. I know it's been a while. But let's call it a comeback. All right. Thanks.